Well, days after torrential rainfall flooded large parts of the city, killing at least 50 people and causing thousands of crores in damage, several areas in Hyderabad received heavy showers on Saturday evening, triggering traffic jams and waterlogging. Once again, it was a nightmarish evening for residents in several parts of Hyderabad as streets and roads got flooded amidst heavy rainfall in the city. A third major lake was breached in Hyderabad within a week, causing flash floods in several areas that carried away anything that came in the way. Officials have confirmed to NDTV what was being conveyed by locals that the Balapur lake breached its banks last night, which resulted in these heavy floods.
What you're seeing before your eyes is a rescue operation that's happening. Not with the help of the NDRF, not with the help of the SDRF or any other professional force, but these are locals who volunteered to go and help that man. That man that you see on the electric pole there, sitting perched on it, he had in fact come on his two-wheeler on a bike on this road that is extremely flooded. The force of the waters is tremendous. This is because of the breaching of the Balapur lake, which is just upstream from here, followed by the Jilelaguda lake, and then this is the force of the waters that is in fact going towards a colony here. Those are volunteers who have in fact come in and helped many people inside the colony as well, and everyone else here trying to watch the rescue operation that's happening in that particular area. He had come on a motorbike, and as of now his motorbike, he is hopefully secured it somewhere, but it's going to be a difficult rescue operation coming out of there. But people volunteering of their own free will to go in, risking their own life and to saving somebody else. It was almost a momentary decision. It happened even as we were standing here. One man slipping and being flown away by the stream, and some others in fact jumping in, trying to go and help him and trying to go and ensure that his life is saved. As of now, the man who is sitting on top with the black shirt, he was the one who was going to be saved by the others who now perhaps need help to be able to come up because they are more than waist deep in water. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagaraju, Asaduddin, NDTV. The situation in fact precarious in several areas of Hyderabad after the heavy downpour that we saw last night. In fact, we are near the Musarambag bridge, which from where the river Musi in fact flows, and what you're seeing there is a drain water pipe, and right below that is in fact a road. This is a road that connects one part of Hyderabad towards the highway that in fact leads into Vijayawada, and what you're now seeing is it looking only like a lake and a flowing river in fact, and not a lake. The road is not visible at all, and that's the kind of water that's come into the river Musi, mainly because of the waters coming in also from the Himayat Sagar and the kind of rains that we have seen last night, not just in Hyderabad but in adjacent districts as well. That includes Rangareddy, Sangareddy, Medchal, Vikarabad. All those areas in fact have received heavy rainfall, and that's the reason why we are saying this kind of waters once the opening of the Himayat Sagar has also happened. What is even more worrying is what's happening beyond this area. This part of Hyderabad, if I may say, Sikandrabad and the Banjara Hills, new parts of Hyderabad are fairly safe. The downpour that happened, earlier this week is not something that's still going on. So water is drained out in those areas. But the new fresh floods which has happened is in fact in the areas which were down of the Balapur lake. Late last night, in fact, after the heavy rains, the Balapur lake in fact breached, and that brought in the flash floods at a very heavy current flow and heavy water flow, which took everything that was there in its way. That's why we are seeing those very frightening visuals of the vehicles in fact just crashing through the waters that were running at high speed, not just in the main road but also in the lanes and by lanes of the old city area. So what we are talking about is the Gulshan Iqbal colony, Nabil colony, all those areas that are there in Hafiz Babanagar, Yakutpura, Chandrayan Gutta, all of them are under water. This is the third lake that we are talking about that is in fact breached just within the week. We had Palle Cheruvu, which is a huge water body that breached earlier. We had Appa Cheruvu also which breached, and that had caused a flooding in all the Shamshabad areas, and in fact the road to the airport had been cut off. And yesterday in the evening, in fact, the DCP Shamshabad also put out an advisory saying that those who are going towards the airport, taking the PV Narasimha Rao Expressway, should in fact not take that. Those going towards Kurnool, Bengaluru also should not take that road because that road has already been breached. I'm here at Sivasai Colony, which is in fact just by the side of Meerpet and by the side of the Balapur Lake. And this is a regular colony. You can see the speed of the waters. One step I put that side, I can be gone with the waters. That's the kind of speed that we are seeing, and all these houses in fact have now been evacuated. Not that there was any rescue force, professional rescue force that came by, but it was the locals who helped clear this area, because even in the earlier floods, in fact, we had this place flooding away, and this is one of the residents. In fact, she belongs to this particular house that we were just showing you. She told me that her refrigerator, her television set, everything that she has inside is getting washed away in the water. She's sitting by the side with no officials who have come to help her, is what she says, and she doesn't know when this is going to stop, because this is something that started a week ago. There was a little bit of a lull for a day or two in between, and now once again the force of the waters for the last several hours, in fact, not in fact going down, but seems to be only going up, is what she says. I would reckon that it is at least continuing to be the way it is. Those doors had to be in fact kept open there in the house inside itself. The door was kept open because otherwise there's a chance that the building itself could in fact fall. The worry for residents like these is that they don't know how long this is going to take place. यहाँ पे कोई officials आए, మీకు పరిస్థితి ఏంటి? What is your situation?
రాలేదమ్మా, మమ్మల్ని ఎవరు అడగలేదు. మీ పరిస్థితి ఏంటి, మీరేంటి, తిన్నారా లేదా, ఏమైనా హెల్ప్ కావాలని మమ్మల్ని ఎవరు అడిగిన వాళ్ళే లేరు.
ఎప్పటి నుంచి ఇట్లా పరిస్థితి?
మంగళవారం మిడ్నైట్ 12:30 నుంచి ఇలానే ఉంది.
So from Tuesday night onwards, she says she has faced this kind of a situation, and in fact she has not, no one has come to her help. Nobody has come to ask whether she's eaten or not. She has a young son. She in fact supports her young son and trying to do the best, and she is very, very worried about what will happen in the future. यहाँ पे हालात कैसे थे? कल रात सडनली फिर से बाढ़ आने लगी, क्योंकि ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे का दिन था जब इतना बड़ा बारिश आया, और फिर से कल रात को क्या हुआ?
कल नाइट से पूरा ऐसा फ्लो आ रहा है अंदर. कल थोड़ा फ्लड थोड़ा कम था, इसीलिए सामान पूरा घर पूरा क्लीन करके सामान पूरा बाहर लगाया है. कल नाइट से फिर यही प्रॉब्लम है, जो सामान को हमको डर लग रहा है, सामान पूरा बाहर बह जाता, क्या लग रहा है, डर लग रहा है.
कोई आया था क्या कि आपको वार्निंग देने के लिए कि यहाँ पे पानी ऐसे आने वाला है, आप घर से निकलिए?
अभी तक तो कोई भी ऑफिशियल नहीं है. अभी तक तो कोई, यही पोजीशन है, लास्ट 1 वीक से यही पोजीशन है. कल थोड़ा बारिश से थोड़ा राहत था, सोचा था घर पूरा क्लीन करके सामान पूरा हम लोग क्लीन करके बाहर लगाया है. एस्टरडे नाइट जो बारिश गिरा उससे वन सेकेंड सेम प्रॉब्लम, पीछे का पूरा वॉल टूट गया है. जैसा फ्लड है अंदर टायर नहीं सकता है.
अब घरों का भी डर है, क्योंकि कुछ जगह तो घर ही बह जा रहे हैं.
अभी घर के अंदर से इतना सारा फ्लो आ रहा है, हम लोग को डर लग रहा है. पूरा घर भी इतना सारा कंपाउंड वाला पूरा टूट गया है. अभी लग रहा है वो घर भी टूट जाता बोलकर डर लग रहा है हम लोग को. वो कैसा रुकेगा, क्या है? ऑफिशियल तो अभी तक कोई बड़ा ऑफिशियल तो
यहाँ पे जो सर है, जो घरा है, उस सब में क्या वेकेट कर दिया है, लोगों को इवैक्यूएट कर दिया?
हमको तो उस तरफ जाने का तो मौका नहीं मिला मैडम, क्योंकि इतना सारा फ्लड है, इतना पानी है, उस तरफ तो जाने का तो मौका नहीं मिला है. ये मेरे को तो लग रहा है ये 4 घर का तो पूरा मैक्सिमम डैमेज हो गया है. पूरा इंटरनल जितना सारा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक आइटम्स है, पूरा जितना सारा कपड़ा उपड़ा चावल वगैरह सब बुक गया है.
Worry is that the rains are predicted for more days. In fact, as we were speaking to the IMD official earlier, they had said that you are going to have rains, in fact, probably thunderstorm activity again till the 20th or 21st. So how much of a damage that can wreak, that is going to be a big worry. Right now, I can tell you, this is only a road. But if I just step into that water, I can see that you will just be blown away by that. And that's, at a place where in fact there have been sandbags that have been kept there in order to break the flow of the water. And this is just coming from inside a house, and that's the kind of flow that you can see.